So we're going to start in 1 minute time. Okay. So let us introduce Jess and me. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sam, Coach Sam from IFA. So today we're very happy to invite Jess together. We have this idea just from Apple Physiotherapy, PJ Pump, their branch is. So to come up to here to talk about knee pain. I understand. I think this is not our first time we do the knee pain topic. We does this as offline many rounds. So this is the first time we do online together. Okay. So yes.
Thanks to MCO, we have to be creative, and then we do things online without meeting people physically. Okay. We see quite a number of people already here waiting for our input. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me and who don't know what is physiotherapy, my name is Jess. My job every day in office is to answer 3 questions. Question number 1 is, when can I run again? Okay. And then question number 2, they'll ask me, can you tell me why I got this pain? And then question number 3, they will say, they will ask me, how do we fix this pain? Yeah. So my job is to answer these 3 questions. Okay. And then how I get to know Sam is because Sam consulted me about some running injury. And then I get to know him as a running technique coach. Yeah. This is something special to me because out there are a lot of running coaches. They give you lots of drills, just a running program. But so far, not many coaches actually specifically specialize and talk about running technique. Yeah. And also I have a lot of patients, they ask me about actually how do I know whether I run correctly or not? Yeah. So that's why I really thanks to Sam to agree to have a live Q&A session about how we can fix a running injury with a correct running technique. Okay.
Okay, so if you have any questions, guys, please comment into our Facebook page. So we will answer by you by the next. So one by one, we will answer to you. If no question yet, so maybe I can ask some questions, Jess. Then Jess also will ask me some questions. I think this topic is not new. Actually, before I become a running coach, actually I'm a Jess patient. I have a lot of injuries. I have plantar fasciitis. I have shin splint. I have IDB and a lot of injuries lah. So basically, before I become a running coach, that's the reason why I'm very curious. So, is there any a magic or secret we can learn that to avoid this injury? Touch wood, I don't have any injuries, so but I can share some of the things I learned from some professionals, and also we will get Jeff to advise us how to the treatment side. So some questions to ask about Jeff. So Jeff, what do you think if let's say people already get the injury to go and see doctor until what stage? What is your advice?
Okay, so a lot of time when people have injury, they believe the injury will go away by itself. Okay, they choose to believe. So it's not wrong to believe that the injury will go by itself because our body do have the ability to recover. So, but there is a limit, right? So if the injury is minor, it's not severe, yes, the body can heal. And then, but if the injury is severe, that need medical attention, you will need to seek advice from medical professional. So the time frame that I would normally tell the runner is you can observe your pain for about 2 weeks. Okay, so if you do not see any signs of improvement at all in the 2 weeks time, then it's time for you to seek professional help. But for given the 2 weeks, if you see some sign of improving, the pain is lesser, the swelling is lesser, you can move better, and then eventually by end of 2 weeks, the injury has gone down like maybe 70% and above, then that means you may not need to see a doctor. Yeah. And of course, second thing is depends on the intensity of the pain when you have the injury. Okay. If the injury, like for example, if you tear some ligament, yeah, tear ligament, or you tear some of the tendon, these are the severe injury that you need to see a doctor. So normally in this kind of case, you have severe pain, severe swelling, yeah, and then you may even see some deformity of your body part. Yeah, so these are the situation where you have to seek medical help immediately. And of course, another condition is depends on the level of activity that you need to do. For example, there are professional sport people. They are committed to a very important event. Yeah, they cannot wait for 2 weeks for the pain to go away, right? Because they have to commit to training. So these are the people, they will seek help immediately with even little bit of injury. Yeah, because they are committed to some kind of professional sport event. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So usually if let's say after they see the doctors, right, very serious, so can they like bring the X-ray, or if they do like MRI screen through, right, can they bring that to you to see the physio as well?
Yes, definitely, definitely. So even though they don't see doctor, they come and see physio first. If it's necessary, we will ask them to go and see doctor. Yeah, because there are certain condition where physio can treat directly, but the other condition, the more severe cases, we will have to ask them to see doctor, so that they can get some maybe scan, X-ray, ultrasound, or MRI to rule out some severe problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And actually, okay, now I need to ask you some questions, Sam.
Okay, sure.
Because a lot of my runners, right, they come and see me after they have some injury. And unfortunately, after treatment, they got better. But whenever they go back to running, the injury comes back. So I suspect there's something not right in their training or their technique. And a lot of them, they ask me, how do I know whether I run correctly or not? Yeah. So can you please advise us, how do we actually tell whether a runner is running correct or not?
Okay, I think I would say there's 2 points here. First thing first, right? Usually, if let's say people are too shy, camera shy, they don't want to take a video. So I think you can ask his friends, look at his running shoes. I think basically the running shoes, you will see they have a lot of heel wear tear off. Usually,
Oh,
yeah, a lot of people buy running shoe, right? Usually this part will tear off, right? The heel stripe, right? So
okay.
or
What does it
overstrike.
mean?
So it means higher chance he's doing overstrike. Overstrike means he
Oh,
land ahead from the body. So let me show you one of the picture here.
okay.
So this is the picture showing that the runners, they are doing overstrike. Some people they call heel strike. Okay.
Oh,
So you
okay.
see most of the injury, the dot actually represent the injury. Most of the injury came from the overstrike. So the knee they have a dot. But the knee usually, according to USA running survey, right, 2017 is the highest injury ever. So yeah, I
Mm,
think for the last 2 years, I also see the number, the highest one is still the knee injury. So you can see
okay.
people who running very fast or slow, they land ahead from the body. Ahead from the body means from the hip below the body, you're landing away from the body. So this is considered overstrike. So, but common people, they will say this is heel strike. So we
Mm,
categorize as an overstrike. So you see, the
mm,
ankles, the knee, the hip absorb the impact. And usually this movement, right, when you're running like this, right, our body actually absorbs 2 to 3 times the body weight. Imagine, usually we use the muscles to absorb overload. So that's the reason why they have higher chance of the knee injuries. This is the first thing first. So second, you can see from the shoes.
mm,
So second, you can also see from the video. Like let's say they run on the treadmill, you can take a video analysis. So we do the video analysis. So we will analyze from there, playback slow by slow motion. But
okay.
picture very hard to judge that is he running uh overstrike or not, because it's too fast. You need to play back frame by frame. So we use specific apps to play back from there. So this is
Okay.
how we see that he's overstrike or not. But to be honest,
Oh,
a lot of people they use picture to say that, oh hi, you overstrike. But actually, to be honest, picture only take about few frames. So video is still the best to analyze overstrike.
Sam,
this
can you
is my opinion.
share us some of the professional video analysis that you have done? Some sample. Got sample. Like
Mm,
like your client, don't show their face lah. Got so people can
God,
tell
let me
what is the difference. Yeah.
wait, let me
Yeah.
check.
Okay. Definitely, I've seen this before because a lot of time, runners who came to me for rehab, if I suspect there's something wrong with their running technique, I will ask them to take a video, send to me, and then I will forward the video to Sam, and then we'll discuss the video and the running technique together. So I've seen how Sam analyzed the running many times, but I'm sure many of you have not seen how it's being done. That's why I asked Sam to share about this.
Wait, let me open the slide.
Okay, in the meantime, let's see who is here.
Okay, let me share my screen. I only share a few pictures. This is the few picture I analyze, I print screen, and share with them before after the
Okay.
drills, what I conduct the training.
Sure.
Okay. The first picture is before, second is after. Okay, you can see the first picture, the landing ahead from the body, but second is much more better.
Sam, can make it bigger or not?
Oh yeah, can. Hold on.
Full screen.
Wait, okay, can?
Okay, better.
Better. Oh, if I put bigger, it cannot see from the side. Okay, I guess this is the best I can put bigger. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Hip
So some samples
Okay. So these are the how you do for your client. No more
how
share
to do
screen already. Share screen done already.
Done already. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So this is how it's being done. So for those of you who really suspect you have a running technique problem, you're not sure, you can always consult Sam so that he can advise you on your running technique.
Yep. So Jeff, I have a question for you. So how do we keep our knee healthy after we recovery or after treatment? So how do we do that? Any tips from your side, from the physiotherapy side? Yeah.
So prevention is always better than cure. So before we actually come to the stage where we injured our knee, then we talk about, how do I protect my knee? We should start protecting our knees before it got injured. So if your knees are strong, the chances of you getting injury will be much lower. All right. So in general, I will have to tell you, the health of the knee joint is heavily dependent on the strength of your knee muscles. Okay, so a lot of a lot of my patient when they have knee pain, I notice they have a lot of weakness issue. Okay, so for those of you here, do you know how strong is your knee? Yeah. Okay, if you are not sure, I'm going to share you a video on how you can test your knee strength. Okay, if you can complete the test, that means your knees are quite strong. If you couldn't perform the test at all, that means you need to work harder in strengthening your knees. Otherwise, the chances of you getting knee injury will be much higher. Okay, so I will share my screen now. Yeah. Okay.
Guys, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask in the page. So during the playing back the videos, if you saw any question, we will answer first before we go to the next question.
Yeah.
I know a lot of old friends here. Dr. Lim also here.
Okay, Sam, can you? Okay,
yes,
now I'm
the
going
screen already.
to
Yep. Sure.
So this is a test that you need to do after our live session, okay? Use a stable chair and then stand up from the chair using one leg only, okay? Yeah.
Guys, you can test this now at home. Since you're doodle or you're sitting there, you're watching us, right? You can do this test live.
Okay. Yes. And also, how much you have to do in order to prove that you're strong or not? At least 10 times on each leg. Okay? 10 times. Yeah. So, and then what you have to look at when you do this test is, first thing, you have to see the amount of effort you need to get up from the chair using the right leg compared to your left leg. Are they the same effort or not? A lot of time we will notice one leg is quite easy to do, the other leg cannot do at all, or it needs a lot of effort to do it. Okay, these are the things that you need to look at. The difference in terms of the effort when you get up from the chair using one leg only, okay, or whether you are losing balance trying to get up from the chair. So for those of you who failed the test, research has been showing that people who fail this test, the chances of them become wheelchair bound, cannot walk, is much higher, okay, when they're older. So this is a simple test. I hope you can go and try it out and then share with us your finding. If you really have difficulty doing it or you experience lots of pain when you're doing this, feel free to PM either Sam or me. We will advise you how to fix this before it becomes worse. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw someone saying in the toilet. Wow, thank you, bro.
In the toilet? Oh my god,
Inside the toilet,
you watch
toilet
our
bowl.
show even in toilet. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I think if you watch the Yip Man, I think you can do this drill if you learn Wing Chun.
Okay,
so
Sam, there's a question here.
Hmm.
Si Chuan asking, shall we train cadence first or stride length first?
Cadence first or stride length first? I would say both also equivalent. I would say cadence. Let's talk about cadence. What is cadence? Basically, cadence is when you're running. If you count for 2 legs, right, per minute, how many steps can you do? Let's say average is 180 to 190 is the best. But if let's say you're tall, like me, I'm tall 1678, right? So usually tall people they have tends to have a less cadence. So you need to put in more hard work into train your pulling legs and your running, your hooping and the elastics. Okay, these are the two things to improve that. Second, for stride length, right? Stride length usually due to your depends on your hip strength as well. Equivalent importance. It depends what you want. If I tell you that if you want to run longer, then cadence is important for you. If let's say if you want to run faster, then stride length is important for you. So it depends what objective you want. So if you want both, then you want faster and longer, then yes, both are equivalent important. Yeah. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, if you're not happy with his question, please clarify your question. Okay, I saw another question, sitting, asking, back to the first question, which means that runners should keep body upright during overstride rather than leaning forward. Sam?
Good question.
Very challenging question today.
I like challenging questions. So because challenging questions lead us to learn more, we need to study more. I think this is not the first time sitting asked me about this question. I think during a lot of running clinic and training, a lot of people ask me, should we lean forward or should we fall? So there's a difference between lean and fall. Let me explain why. So teach people. Basically, pose method has been in the market for 3 years. Doctor discovered it, not invented it. Doctor discovered it, that this natural running. Basically, why we call natural running. So we all know that natural running is good for people, right? So that means we need to do not active things. Leaning is more like an active thing. You need to find something to lean. That's called leaning. Leaning also, your upper body will be like this. Okay. So falling usually is like this, but your leg, this is the hip, the below, you're only bending your lower bodies, but the upper body should be straight. This is we call alignment. Your ear, shoulder, your hip is a single line alignment. This is we call alignment. Okay.
Sam, got picture or not, Sam?
Yes.
Got picture to show good running alignment or not?
Oh, I need to find. Hold on.
Yeah, when you're finding, let me answer question. Okay. Daniel Chow asking, with the test you mentioned, if one have very good quad or gluteus muscles, most likely the test won't bother him. So does it mean if you have good quads, it will help to prevent knee injury? Okay, Daniel. So when we talk about knee injury and quadriceps strength, right? Good quadriceps strength will reduce the chances of you getting knee injury, but it cannot prevent 100%. Okay, because it also depends on the amount of physical activity that is required. Like for example, if you need to do 100-kilometer running compared to a 10-kilometer running, definitely the amount of strength required for both are different. You need not as much strength for 10-kilometer, but a lot more strength for 100-kilometer. Yeah, I mean the strength and the endurance. So if you have the strength for 10-kilometer, but you push yourself to do a 100-kilometer race, you're putting yourself at high risk of injury. So a lot of time we can see imbalance between the strength that you have versus the amount of physical activity that you want your body to do. Yeah, so we tend to want to run faster, run further, but we forgot about the fundamental. Okay, so if you want to run more long distance, run faster, you need to have more strength. Yeah, so if you have more strength, the chances of you getting injured will be lower, but it cannot prevent 100% because if your level of activity is too high, you will still get injured. Okay? Yeah. Are you happy with my answer, Daniel? Okay, Sam, is your slide ready?
Okay, I think I will use this slide. Okay, this slide. Okay, I will use this slide. Okay, let me try to use this slide to explain. Share screen.
Okay, so for those of you here who just come in, please share this video to your friend. And if you would like to get a free knee joint assessment, please comment knee pain here. So once you comment knee pain, we are able to trace you, and then we will send you the link to register for free knee joint assessment. And also you can get a free 14 days running technique drills from Sam. Okay, so if you want these two free gifts, please comment knee pain, and then both of us will come and look for you after the live.
Okay, so you can see my screen here, right?
Okay.
Okay, so you can see under the post method of running, right? The picture number B. When he's falling the time, right? The whole body, the ear, shoulder, and the hip is a single line. So
Okay.
there's no bending. So when you bend your body, right, your hip, let's say your butt, we call butt alimentum, your butt will be go at the back. So we call this is bending your wrist. So bending your wrist means you're sitting to run, which is not very effective. So always straight. Some people they're trying to do that, but they cannot do it due to maybe lack of the hip strength. The hip strength is including your core muscles, your side, your back, and also your front and back, including your hip muscles. So it's very, very important because the hip is keep you upright. Okay, very, very important.
Okay, Sam, your 14 days free running technique drill got include drills to improve the hip strength or not? Got, right?
Yes. Inside the 7 drills, got 2 drills is including your hip one. It's
Yes,
very my 7 drill is very very friendly one. If you are, let's say you are your kids, your family want to follow you to do it's proven can be done. I have a customer and say, hey, I do with my kids actually. So now is the best time to have an activity with your kids, do some exercise. Okay.
So if you want the drill and also a knee joint assessment, please comment knee pain, yeah? Okay. Oh, I can see a lot of people comment knee pain. Okay.
Good. More. Okay.
Let's
More. We
move
have
to
110 users here. Yeah.
Okay, let's move to second. Any other question from Ismail Ali? If the pain is behind the knee, what exactly this pain is and how to treat? Okay, Ismail, do you have pain when you solat? Yeah, because when Muslims solat, they have to fold the knees. Yeah, so people with pain at the back of the knee normally they have problem when they're folding their knee fully. Yeah, and also Sam, I noticed people who overstride when they run, they have a lot of pressure that goes directly behind the knees, and I believe this is one of the potential cause that's actually causing pain behind the knees. right? So Ismail, so we have to check your running technique, and also we have to do a more detailed physical examination for your knees before we can tell you how we can fix it. This can be treated, and this can be is very common, but in terms of how to treat, I can only tell you after I examine your knee. So please comment knee pain, and I will send you the free knee joint assessment, and then hopefully I can see you in person after MCO, and then I can talk to you better. Okay? Okay, next question. Ho Kenjo. Okay. Ho wrote in Mandarin. 膝盖没肿没痛卡卡声. Basically, he is telling he has no pain or no swelling in the knees, but the knee clicks a lot. Okay, this is a very common question also. Okay, according to research, right, a lot of people, they're very scared when they heard clicking joint from the body. So they feel like, oh, is it my bone rubbing against the other bone and then causing the cartilage to wear off or not? So the researcher, they have been looking at the relationship between the joint clicking and the joint worn out. But they found out there's no direct relationship in terms of the clicking sound and also the injury of the joint. Yeah. So if you have clicking sound in the joint, observe it, 观察, okay, observe it, and then as long as the clicking sound doesn't increase and you don't have pain, you don't have to seek medical help immediately. There is no urgent need for you to seek help. Okay. At the meantime, please do the strength test. Yeah. Please do the strength test that I shared just now to see the strength that you have around the knees. Sometimes the clicking sound comes from weakness around the knees. Okay. Oh, Jeannie is saying the drills are very good. Okay, looks like he already done the drills.
Yes, Jenny saw my 14 days, 7 drills practice. So we also got feedback from her. It's very good. But bear in your mind, first time if you try the drills, right? If you notice that your calf is sore, it's a good sign. I tell you, it's a good sign because you're really using up your muscles to absorb impact and activate back your muscles. And it's a good sign. Okay, it will go away. Fast one 2 to 3 weeks. Slow one will be 3 to 4 weeks. But you need to continue to do. So I also noticed some of the people, they're not doing the drill. We ask them, hey, do you try the drill? They say, yeah, I haven't got time to do it. I will do tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Shushu, I don't know how to pronounce. Shushu asking, I get back pain instead of knee pain after running. Okay, Sam, what is your input in terms of back pain when people run?
Oh, okay. I think back pain usually, I'm not sure Susu are doing a trail run or route run.
You are right, because trail runners tend to have more back pain as compared to road runner.
Yeah, just remember first time I go to trail with you, right? So I had back pain, which I just walk only, right? Because I bend down, I'm so scared. I kick some ball and this and that. I'm so worried. So that's why I come back. It's because I bend my wrist, right? That's why it caused me overstress my back muscles. That's the first reason. Second, in my possibilities, if your core are weak, so after the first 1K to 3K, right? After that, your strength is out. Basically, you're out. Okay, so your form is go like this. Okay, may run like this. From this, become like this. So it means what? The back, the muscles overstress. So imagine you're running 21K, you overstress your muscles. So I'm not sure you're Susu are doing trail runs or doing a route run. If trail run, you have more impact. Let me give you ideas that if you're running on a route, right? If you overstrike, okay, so you have more impact. If you're running downhill or trail, you overstrike, right? Even cause you more injuries because the impact has to be more. The force, I would say the force is more, cost more than.
Okay. Okay.
And Kelvin, I did it today. Calf still sore, but able to do more set. Okay, good. So yep, good.
So Ismail said not okay. The back of the knee pain is not happen during folding. Okay, looks like I have to see you in person so I can do a more detailed test for you. Ismail. Okay, Jeannie Quay asking, share the video on how to do strength test. Okay, because we're doing live and then we have a lot of questions need to cover. I will suggest you to watch the replay of the video. We will upload this after the session, and then you can, hopefully your friend can watch the replay after this. Joseph.
Yes.
Ah.
I think we need to do a second video already, because from knee pain now people ask about ankle bone pain, later people ask about shin pain, and people ask about Achilles tendons and ITB and hip.
Okay,
so this is the version 1, okay? We have version 2 coming up. Okay, please
our
support.
last session today, if we answer all the questions, we will end at 12 a.m. Okay, Joseph asking about ankle bone pain. Okay, ankle bone pain is another game lah. Okay, we can talk about ankle bone pain next session. Crepitation, crepitation. Do you know
this
what's
one doctor
crepitation?
asked this question.
Crepitation means
Dr. Lim.
Dr. Lim.
Dr. Lim from UM. Okay.
Oh, Daniel, I guess it's fair to say most of it find physio and do recovery. How would you recommend people to do during long distance? Okay, how would you recommend people to do? You mean in terms of recovery or what, Daniel? I'm not very understand. I don't really understand what you mean. Yeah, how do I recommend people to do? Yeah, do what during long distance? You mean you recommend them how to train or recommend them how to protect themselves? Yeah, please be specific with your question. Okay. Jenny telling about aching. Okay. Faye, is there a way to treat supination? Okay. Oh, supination. Oh, wow. People here very the terms are very technical. Okay, supination. We usually use supination to describe food lah, huh? So if this is a food, supination. Yes.
Okay, my question to Faye. Okay, just you explain first. Later, I explain from my point of view. Just explain from physio point of view first.
Okay, supination. So usually, they are actually people who confuse between supination and pronation. So most of the people, they have pronation problem. Pronation problem is commonly seen among flat-foot people. So are you sure you're asking the right question, Faye? Treating supination means you are having high arch problem. Okay, are you sure you're asking a question? Okay, so we don't really treat supination. You see, I think Faye a bit confused. Any way to know we are overpronation or underpronation?
Yes, I think this is the right question. I think supination. Okay, let me explain the supination. People who run naturally, right? Basically, if I don't say you run naturally, let's say you do your hop in place. So you will notice that you are supinate to ball the foot. Initial contact point, supinate to ball the foot. That is the natural reaction. It's not passive. It's I won't say it's active. It's a more passive natural way. So I think overpronation and underpronation. Basically, I'm a flat foot, so I used to pronation. So I also thought about overpronation or underpronation. So some people, they have under. So the best way to train this, right? I think is the drills. You do a skipping route. So you train you become stronger, especially your angles, and also your landing. I would say your landing will be more natural, not active landing. Okay. That is my advice to you. So don't think, okay, do not think how to land. Do not think how to land on the forefoot, how the midfoot, how the heel strike. We only care for technique specialists. We only care where do you land. It's below your body. Anything ahead your body, it causes you more impact. It's not about how you land. Some people, they land on forefoot, right? Also overstrike. Like me, I was trying to land on forefoot. Last time I overstrike, I got my plantar fasciitis. So rest about 3 months. I come and look for chest. Yeah, that's the result. So do not think like that. You should think where to land. Okay, below your body, lower impact.
Okay. Faye, just to top up what Sam said, if you really don't know whether your foot is pronated or supinated, over or under, right? Some of the bigger running shoe shop, they have some machine where you can step on, and then they can print out the reading. Then from there you can see the shape of your foot. Okay, so when you go to buy a running shoe, go to those shoe that go to those shops that have this kind of facilities. Yeah, usually the big one we have. Okay. The one that I know, I think Brooks has. Brooks. Yeah.
Brooks, I think running lab, they also have a running treadmill there.
Yeah.
So they do a
They
gait
also
analysis and
have
harm
the machine to check the shape of a foot before they recommend you what kind of a shoe you have to buy lah. Huh? Okay. I have question for Sam again. But I forgot my question. Actually, I wrote down somewhere. Okay. I've collected some of the questions from my other client. He asked, how do you, okay, besides taking video and checking the shoes, how do we actually correct the running technique if they cannot see you? You know, how they can, is there anything they can do at home so that they can improve their running posture? Yeah, what are the things that they can do at home?
Free assessment with Jess, and also sign up the link we post you there. Drop us the knee pain. I will send you the link. We give you 7 drills. You try on that. It's a free trial. Once you try it, if you need more, but if let's say you try, you will see the result. Trust me, the next 14 days you will see the result if you continue to do the drills, because the drill will enhance your perception how you run. It's not something teaching a new skill. It's you enhance back the original how we run, because we lack of the drills, we lack of strength training. That's the reason why when we run, we do long run, we do speed work. So the form is out. You're out of the frame. I'll give you an example. What do you mean out of the frame? In running technique, post method, right? There's a blueprint, the SOP is post for pull. If you cannot do post for pull, you're out. That's the SOP. You get what I mean? That's what we call a frame. If you're out of this frame, no matter how fast you run, you won't improve. No matter how long you run, you won't improve. So that is the issue. So back to the basic fundamentals. Yeah.
Can you share a picture of pause, pull, for? Because I think a lot of audience, they may not be familiar with these 3 terms. Do you have a picture?
Yep, I have.
Okay. So at the meantime, let me answer question. I see some question. Yinman asking, strength and posture the only factors causing knee pain? Is there any important factors? I've been trying to build strength for a while, but can't seem to help my knee problem. Okay, to answer your question, strength and posture are not the only factors causing knee pain. Okay, yeah. Our topic today, we are only cover about running people with knee pain caused by poor running technique. So there are many other factors can cause knee pain. For example, the level of activity, yeah, and also the strength around the hip, not just the knee, around the hip, and also how you build your strength. Maybe the way you build or the exercises that you do for your knee are not suitable or not enough to build the strength required for what you want to do. Okay, yeah, so may not be enough. Yeah, so definitely strength and posture is not the only factor. You have to look at the physical activity that you need to do. Maybe you have to reduce or modify the exercise in order for your knee to recover better before you start to pick up the activity again. Okay, so this.
Okay, I can share my screen.
Okay.
Right, let me share my screen. So these are the 3 SOP from post methods: post, for, and pull. And the post actually is how to avoid injuries, prevent injuries. The following is to teach you how to run faster. The pull is teach you how to run longer, more effective. So it can also save your oxygen consumption as well. Yeah, these are the 3 things. PFP. These are SOP. Yeah. If you play back all the runners from running, from video, any runners, no matter your short distance runners, long distance runners, these yep.
Okay, so basically you're trying to say our running technique is being break down to three method lah, which are the 3 things that you show us just now. must have these three.
Yep.
No matter you are ultra runner, sprinter, 10 km, or fun runner, 5 km finisher, we all have the same running technique. Okay.
Yep.
Shushu is back. Shushu asking, what kind of shoe insole is best for reduced impact on the knees? Okay.
What kind
So
of shoe insole? What kind of shoe
actually,
insole?
to reduce impact on the knee, right, is your running technique, not so much on the sole. If your running
Yeah.
technique is good, according to what Sam shared just now, if you land below the hip, the impact on the knees will be reduced. Okay. And also, definitely, you need to increase the strength around the knees, because the muscles around the knees are the one that absorb the impact, not the shoe insole. Shoe insole does play a part, but a small part. Yeah. The more important thing is the hip muscles, the knee muscles, and also the running technique helps to distribute the impact on the knees. Okay. So yeah.
Then just I want to add on. So basically, we know what if for running. Let's talk about running. If let's say you overstride, we know that overstride have the extra load into your knee. So the question is that now the answer is we already know the question. So the answer is we know to reduce your load, you can help you to prevent. As simple as that. That's the answer. To reduce the load is simple as you land below your body. So what kind of drills, what kind of strength can you do to do that? So the answer is simple. So the question, how do you reduce?
Okay.
How do you got the injury and how do you reduce now?
Okay. A lot of runners actually, when they ask me, right, I tell them, okay, you have to land below your body, they cannot get it. They say, hey, I don't know, I try, but I macam cannot. So I tell them, then you take smaller step lah. Overstriding, so I said,
reduce,
then you take smaller step, then you can, it helps to reduce impact. Smaller step, but faster cadence law. Because sometimes you just cannot imagine, how do I know whether I land below my hip or not? Really cannot imagine. So I just say, take smaller step then. Yeah, smaller step lah. Smaller. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Shin
Name
pain.
comment how frequent.
Okay, can I have the free test? Okay, you comment knee pain, then I will send to you lor. Okay.
Okay, everyone want a free test.
How should we do strength in a week? It depends on the physical activity lah. I think Usain Bolt, the fastest man, maybe they do 3 to 4 times a week. Good.
More than that, I think.
More than
So it
that,
depends what it depends what sport you do, and depends what are the commitment you do. It depends how many time you have, and most important is what are you lack of, not what you want. It's not what you need. So if let's say your body are lack of a hamstring, you recommend strength exercise after during running hours, 1 to 2 hours. Okay, Lim also comment, do you recommend do a strength exercise after running for 1 hour or 2 hours? So question back to you again. Do you feel like doing a strength training after 1 to 2 hours? If yes, please go ahead. If not, then just take it off. Because I will tell you not overtrain. If you really you listen to the body. So if your body tell you that today I'm very tired, I'm done, please take a rest or do a light exercise for tomorrow. So usually how I do strength training is I break down into alternate day. So the next day usually I will do different cross training. I won't do it every day. If you do a very heavy strength exercise, if you do like those drill, jump here and jump there, like kick bar or something or other drills, right? So I think you can do it every day, no problem. For drill, you can do it every day. But also drill, you don't overdo. If you do until you get sore, please stop. It's a signal. Means you are done already. Yeah.
Okay, so to add on what Sam said for Lim, okay, our point of view is there are a lot of runners, they actually don't do strength exercise as part of their training. So our message today is make sure you include strength training when you're training for any kind of marathon or any running event. But in terms of how frequent, how much, you have to really sit down with a coach, so the coach can understand your need, your body condition, then only the coach can design a program for you. Okay?
Let me give examples why we need to do strength for running. As simple as actually any sports we do, right? there's the load we call the overload to our body. So if you don't have enough sufficient muscles, right, you cannot take up the load. Just like, for example, the reason we do strength is to support what movement we do. As simple as that. Okay, so you need to do strength. Strength, any sport, you need to do strength. If you don't do strength, you cannot last longer. As simple as that. It depends. Do you want to last? Kelvin asked, I'm a flat footer. Will this lead to calf easily sore or cramp?
Okay, I have to answer this question. Okay, people with flat footer, their calf muscles will be slightly weaker, and that's the reason why they get sore and cramp very easily. So I would suggest you to do calf strength test. Yeah. Do you know how to do calf strength test? If you don't know, right, please PM me after this session. I will send you the link so that you can know how to do your calf strength test, and then to check how strong is your calf, and then how you can improve it. Okay? Jenny, I do strength training.
I want to add on for the Kelvin one. So I'm a flat footer. So I think, yes, you're right. Flat footer are easy to get tired and soreness, especially because our foot, we don't have an arch. So all the muscles has been on soreness, which is true. I'm a flat foot because I know that. So we need to do more work than others. Doesn't mean we are weak. It doesn't mean we are not a good marathon runners. Okay, there's a lot of marathon runners. They are also flat feet. Okay.
Yeah, you are just different and you are just a bit special lah. Don't worry, you just need to do special things. Jenny, I do strength training on the days when I don't run. Is that fine? Yeah, okay lah.
Okay lah.
Wilson, can talk a little bit about shin sprint. What is the process and management while preserving performance? This one, Wilson, you have to follow our page lah. I will notify you when I'm ready to talk about shin sprint, because there are too many different topics I have to talk about. Definitely we'll talk about shin sprint, because there are a lot of people asking me to talk about shin sprint already. Okay, just stay tuned.
Why they ask about, does the shoe with a low heel to... Okay, let me talk about shoe. I see today a lot of people talk about shoe. Let me spend 1 minute talk about shoes. Okay, so basically the shoe is helping us to protect our feet. Okay, protect our feet. How you run, the technique, the shoe doesn't. It's not like a chipset. You put in the chipset, you know how to run. It's still under you. You need to understand on your mind what is the SOP. When you know the SOP, any shoe you wear, you can run like a professional. So I would say you need to understand the concept first, because you have no clue. Just like you buy a car, Ferrari, you drive like a kancher. You have no clue. You get what I mean, right? So you drive a Ferrari, you must go Ferrari sport club.
Use Ferrari way to
teach you how to drift, how to brake, how to park nicely, how to open the door more handsome, like that. So again, it's a concept. You need to understand the concept. Without understanding the concept, no matter what shoe you buy, you can wear any shoe, but you still have the same issues, injuries, which is recall. You still just Maureen.
No, Sam. I think we have to explain what is heel to toe offset, because there are a lot of people don't know what is heel to toe drop. Can you talk more about heel to toe drop?
Basically, heel to toe is from the heel side to the toes drop. So sometimes from here, I think standard people wear those is like 4 to 6 mm. So from the heel toe side will be the left part. So some people now, a lot of shoe now, the heel side is getting longer, like a high heel now. I don't know why, but yeah, that is the trend lah. But again, the reason why they have higher heel drop is because a lot of people, they land on a heel strike, which is we call overstrike. So two out of 3 people land on the overstrike and they got injuries. That's the reason why you see a lot of high heel drop. That's the only way. So if let's say you're not, doesn't matter to you, the drop high or low. But to me, is you can find good shoes with a very comfortable. Make sure you try the shoes. Make sure you take out the insole. Make sure you take out the insole. You try it, you test it. You put on your feet. Make sure it's not over. It's inside
Yes.
between this. Then you
Yes.
put inside and try it because you never put camera inside. You don't know what is happening inside. So this is my recommendation to you. Yeah.
So when
Not
you buy
a
shoe, take out the insole and step on it. Okay, see whether your foot is well protected within the insole or not. Okay,
Yes.
this is one of the
Inside.
yeah. If
Not
if
like
you
this.
see your toes like that, that means this is not suitable for you. Okay.
Because when we're running a long distance, right, your blood circulate, right, you go like this. So make sure you buy the right shoes. Make sure there's a space. Okay.
Okay, and also Weiling, um, the reason why people get running injury, there are many reasons. Shoe is not the only reason. In fact, according to research, right, the one of the common reason why people get injured is because of training error. That means they do not have a proper training program. They are not consistent, or sometimes they overdo. Sometimes they undertrain, then they over race or over commit to a running event. That is the real reason why people got injured. Yeah. So besides talking about shoe, you also have to look at whether you have a proper training program, you have enough strength, is your running posture correct? Yeah. Okay. Not just about the shoe only. Okay. Yeah. Maureen asking, recommended drill or strength training for flat feet?
Yes. Please comment knee pain. Back to
Yeah.
our first question. Comment knee pain, you will get the free drills from our side.
Yes.
We'll
Yeah.
show you that.
Please comment knee pain if you want to get a free drill and also a free knee joint assessment. Yeah, so that we can track who wants the thing. Then only we'll send to you after the live. Okay, we want to know who wants it. Okay. Who? What other question with you? Oh, already 1 hour, Sam.
Yes. Any other questions? We have 3 more minutes. Before we go off, if OT,
Okay.
then
Let me.
tomorrow is Sunday lah. We can extend 5 minutes. Golden 5 minutes. That's it. Okay.
I have one
Yeah.
question. Okay.
Okay.
Someone asked me,
Mm.
bow leg. Okay. Chinese called O Sing Tui. Whether bow leg people can run or not. Okay. And then
Bow leg,
bow leg. Okay. For those of you who is not so sure what is bow leg, I will share my screen again.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me take a look. Bow leg.
Yes. Share screen so people can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can see or not?
Let me.
Can you see?
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Basically, our knee, we have 3 different shapes. Okay. If you, sorry, I closed the.
No problem. Let me share again. You add. Okay. Let me share. Done.
Okay. So if you look at the knees, right? There are 3 types. The first one on the left, you see space in between the knees, right? Okay. This one, if you stand in front of mirror, keep your feet together, and if you see space between the knees, you are bow-legged. Okay. So if you
sorry, Jess. Can you hear me? Just now the line, your voice is breaking. Can you repeat again? Sorry.
repeat, okay. Never mind. This is another tips for those of you who is listening. You can, after the live, please stand in front of mirror wearing shorts. Try to stand with your feet together and then see whether there is any space in between your knees or not. If you see a lot of space in between your knees, that means you are bow-legged. Okay? But for another group of people, when you try to stand with your feet together, but your knee touching, but your feet cannot touch. So that means you are not knee. Yeah? And then there are another type of people, you are able to stand with your knee and your feet touching. Okay? So this is the 3 basic shape of the knees lah. Okay, so I have people asking me, okay, I'm bow-legged, can I still run? Yes, no problem. You can still run, but you have to observe the size of the bow leg from time to time. Okay, because some people they are born with bow leg, but bow leg has no issue. But we are worried about the bow leg become worse as you go older. Yeah, so you must at least know how bow leg are you. before and after, because a lot of time when people have knee pain, they come to me, I observe they have bow leg. I ask them, were you born like that? They are not sure. Okay, because that's the first time they look at their knees. Yeah, so they do not have a benchmark or baseline whether they are bow leg before or not. So for those of you who have never seen your knee carefully, this is a good time for you to check your shape of the knee. So from every few months, you look at the knee, see whether they change shape or not. Okay? Yeah, that's all about bow leg. Okay? Ha.
Think for people who have bow leg, right? So my opinion, this is just my opinion, so I noticed that a lot of people that have this issue, their lack of strength training. Second, the lack of flexibilities for range of motion. So you can do two things lah. One is called relax your muscles. You can do some Seow myofascial release, do some foam roll. Foam roll here. Okay, you can do some foam roll. Second, after the foam roll, you can do some strength training. You have foam roll. I have. Wait. Okay, this is foam roll. Okay, you got. Okay, this is foam roll. Okay, you can do some foam roll. So after the foam roll, once you're done already, do some training. Okay, strength trainings for your lower leg, single legs. You can do some single legs. Use those resist band or to train. Okay, see which part of your muscles is weak. Okay, so when you do the strength exercise, right, you will notice some part is a bit sore. Then you need to add on more on the exercise on the part. But you do it slowly, modify, don't overdo. Okay, please. The best.
Okay. Billy, how do I know whether my foot length correct on midfoot or above? Okay. Just now Sam already show you how to, because you're solo no one can see for you, right? Train alone. Look at the shoes. Okay? Okay.
You can contact us to we have a service, it's a virtual one, you don't need to see us. Just send in your videos. Sign up the video analysis program. So we will give you a feedback. Is in less than 5 minutes you send the videos. Okay.
Yeah. If you do not have time to take video now because MCO check your running shoe first. Okay. See which part of the running shoe went off. Yeah. If it's the earlier part, please watch the replay later. Wong Tek Siong.
This part.
Is squat help to improve knee strength? Yes, squat helps to improve knee strength. But in terms of running, you need to have strength when you're standing on one leg. So I would strongly advise you to watch a replay just now where I demonstrate how to test your core strength. Because if you're doing squat, doesn't mean your muscles are strong enough, you see. So you must always make sure you have enough strength for running. So please watch the replay. Yeah. Okay, I think already more than 1 hour, Sam.
Okay, we extend 3 more minutes. Just any question from your side?
Question, okay.
Any questions from your page or from your personal page side?
Let me.
Okay, guys, we have last 2 minutes. Thank you for the support. If you have any comment or questions, please comment. If no, comment knee pain. We will send you the 2 free gifts. Okay, 1 free gift from my side, 1 free gift from Jess' side. Okay, please claim the free gift now. Okay.
Oh yes. Sam, I have one more question. A lot of people they ask me, actually, how many km can I run with my shoe before I have to change a new shoe?
Okay, actually the shoes, let's look at the shoe. They have a life cycle. When from the factory deliver to the shop, I would say 2 to 3 years the life cycle. If the water, you got the water, right? You run in the rain, right? It will go off. Sometimes you see the shoe still brand new, but the open mouth already. This is the first one. Yeah, we call smile already. Yeah, smile already. Can talk already the shoe. So second, I would say average the shoe, right? You can last about 400 to 650 kilometer average. I would say average shoe. It depends how you run. If you always run on a heel stride, overstride, sorry, I think less than 300 is already gone, especially expensive shoe. Like those very low heel drop one, it's gone. Okay. So I would say average is about 400 to 650. That's the average. Some people, their shoe can last up to more than 650 km. I have one friend, he's still using, he said already more than 650 km. He's still using to run LSD every week. Okay, so it depends how you wear. If your technique is good, I would say good, save your money. Your shoe can last more than 600 km. So if you're bad technique, sorry, you need to save more money for physiotherapy and also buy a new shoe. That's my
Sam,
advice to you.
I have client, they tell me they wear 1,000 kilometer, but the shoes still look good. How? So in this condition, need to change or not?
Need to change or not? If the shoe still can wear, okay, if as long as the shoe not take to competition, right? Because competition sometimes they run very fast, so they scare about the shoe tear off, right? So if you just wear for training, still okay one. But just that the shoe, the rubber responsive is not so good already.
Yeah.
They can still wear. That is my opinion, nothing to do with shoes, shoe brand or anything. My opinion is because shoe, they are like us, they also need a rest one. That's why I have two pair shoe one, right? Today I wear this, tomorrow I wear another pair. So because they need to rest, I heard about the articles, they say they need to rest about 24 hours. They also will pump jet one, they need to rest one.
Shoe need to rest for 24 hours. Okay.
Yeah, shoe also they have a life cycle, they need to rest. So of course more than 3-5 years already, you can still wear lah. But tell me what brand is that? I want to buy what brand? 1,000.
Yes. So Azwan, thank you for answering. Yes, the sole may look good. Take out the insole and look inside. Yeah, springiness and bounce may have gone. Yeah, a lot of people they thought, hey, my shoes still okay. After I wear for 1,000, I have one extreme case. 1,400 kilometer, but the shoes still okay. Wow, 1,400.
You is it?
Not me.
You is it?
Someone asked me, then I asked me about heel pain. Then the first thing I asked, okay, tell me how many km already your shoe? 1,400. I was like, what the hell?
Later tell me what brand is that I want to buy.
Yeah, I better ask him which brand now.
I better ask him I want to buy, I can save a lot. Yeah.
Okay, before we end, we just answer the last question, Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson.
Wilson, you're lucky. We answer your question.
You're lucky one, man.
Bye. What is the best hip position during running? Usually affected by rotation, caused by foot position or neuromuscular control. Wait, Wilson, your question very professional and technical. What is your background? What is your background?
Another doctor. Wait, why so many doctors today?
Serious, Wilson? Are you a doctor? Serious, Wilson? Are you a doctor?
What is the affected rotation caused by either foot positions or neuromuscular control? Jess, you want to try to answer before I give my opinion only and not professional answer this one?
Yes.
So okay, you want to try?
Okay. In terms of neuromuscular control, not many of us can voluntarily control the neuromuscular control part. So for a layperson, a normal people, you're sport physio, no wonder you ask this kind of question lah. Okay, a rule of thumb about hip position. It's very hard to talk about the hip rotation, even if we are looking at the video. Yeah, we are more focused about the foot position and how the foot land, and then the foot should land below the hip. Okay, as long as your foot land below the hip, the impact that goes to your ankle, the heel, the knees will be less. Will be the least lah, right? I would say it's the most efficient way of running. Yeah, Sam.
Let me try to answer the sport physio questions. This one I learned from Dr. Nicholas Romanov. Basically, how do we learn about the new technique drills, right? Actually, the first thing first is it's not true. It's through three things lah. One is how we think. So basically, we need to understand the concept. Second is how we see people doing it, we believe it. Third is the field, which we call perception development, perception. So perception is a daily habit. Why we always continuous to ask people to do the drills, basically is to get used to it. The body adapt into that drills. So during the running, they will not think about so much of the drill. Basically they just run. And I will say you cannot really control or contract the muscles during running because that moment, split second, is just too fast. Because every step is about 0.25 milliseconds. It's just pop too fast. There's no way you can control every step because every minute is about 160 to 180 steps. How do you control? How do you give signal? Before you give signal, it's already pop. You go to 2 km already. So my opinion is through the daily day you practice, because it's really through the practice. You see all the professional elites, why they are so perfect is because every day they do the drills. The routine is the same and again and again. The drill is boring, but the result is actually because they do the drills. That's my opinion.
Okay, I just want to top up for Wilson. Hip position. When we talk about hip position, right, there are a few things that we need to look at. Whether you have hip drop problem or not, yeah, where the hip drop to a side, and also excessive rotation of the hip when you run, yeah. So this can be observed during video. So if you really have this kind of problems that cannot be corrected by doing drills, right, and then you have to see a physiotherapist, which is you see yourself or you ask your colleague to see for you to check whether you have any underlying muscle imbalances that is causing this kind of hip misalignment when you run. Okay, yeah, there are a lot of things that we have to look at in terms of the hip position, foot position. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sichuan. Yeah,
I'm not
is it
sure. Is it because the muscle tight or weakness control the range of motion? That's why it affects the hip position. I'm not sure which one, but he need to do release first. Release and retain. Release means you need to relax the muscles. Retain means after you relax the muscles, you need to strengthen back the muscles. So when he open the door, you need to put something in. They always say you don't use it, you lose it. So you need to keep on doing that strength
Yeah.
training. Yeah.
So first must do assessment first, see what kind of hip position problem you have. Then we will try to analyze which muscles are tight, which muscles are weak. Then we will address them one by one. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Think
Okay, last chance to comment knee pain. Okay, last chance, comment knee pain.
Yeah,
Before we go off, so we already.
So you can get a free knee joint assessment and also running technique drill. Yeah, 14 days running technique drills that you can do during MCO. Yeah, comment knee pain. Yeah. Okay.
11 minutes. Thank you, thank you for your support. Thank you, Jess, your time, and hope everyone train safe at home. Wash your hands, train at home. Stay tuned our next topic, okay? So we also, if you want something special that you can comment, let us know, feedback to us, talk to us, okay? So we hope this live videos can help you to solve a lot of problems. I think this was not the first time me and Jess doing this topic. I think we did few of these pain injuries a lot. I think knee pain is the most high topic. I would say ranking number one. Always ranking number one. Right?
Yeah, every time I talk about other body part pain, then there will be people asking me, can you talk about knee pain? Okay. Can.
Yeah. So thank you, Jess.
Please upload this live video on your Facebook so people who come late can watch a replay. And then for those of you who is watching replay, you can still comment knee pain if you want a free knee joint assessment and also 14 days running drill technique. Okay?
Bye.
That's all. Bye-bye. Feel free to
Bye.
share the video with your friends.
Thank
Yeah?
you. Give the thumbs like. Bye.